Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Sultanate strongly condemns the assassination of the Russian ambassador in Turkey and considers it against rules of the international laws, norms, and human ethics. A seminar on human resources in Muscat discusses challenges facing Omanization and the mechanism of providing job opportunities in the private sector. And a memorandum of understanding is signed for establishing a table egg facility on the level of Gulf Cooperation Council countries. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. The ministry responsible for foreign affairs issued a statement in which it said the Sultanate strongly condemned the assassination of the Russian ambassador in Turkey and considered this act against rules of the international laws, norms, and human ethics. The Sultanate stressed the importance of full compliance of the international rules for the protection of diplomats and international representatives, as stated at Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations 1961. At the same time, the Sultanate expressed utmost condolences and sympathy on this terrible incident to the family of the Russian ambassador, the Russian Federation, its government, and the people. His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Interior, stressed on the importance of the role that the Media Committee is playing in highlighting and covering the second-term municipal council elections. His Excellency, during his meeting with the head of Media Committee and its members with the attendance of His Excellency the Chairman of the main committee of the elections, stated that the media establishments play an important role in urging the citizens to cast their votes. His Excellency, during the meeting, which was held at the premises of General Diwan of the Ministry of Interior, mentioned that the media projected the importance of elections within the state of establishments. The meeting also dwelt on the preparations for the elections day on the 25th of this month, as citizens cast their votes in all wilayas and governorates of the Sultanate to choose their representatives in the municipal councils. Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, OCCI, represented by the Human Resources Development and Labor Market Committee, organized a seminar titled Human Resources Between Reality and Ambition in light of current variables at Majan Hall in Al-Shafaq Club in Muscat, under the auspices of His Excellency Sheikh Salim bin Mustahil Al-Ma'shani, advisor at the Diwan of the Royal Court. The seminar aims at finding solutions for obstacles facing managers of human resources in institutions of the private sector and supporting the role of employees in the sector, besides discussing mechanism of providing job opportunities in the private sector. It also included working papers touching on the Omanization of the leading and supervisory jobs in terms of opportunities, challenges, and technology in finding jobs. The Special Olympics Oman Association, SOOA, held a ceremony in Muscat to honor the supporting government and private agencies, institutions, and individuals. This gathering is considered the second annual gathering to honor different institutions and agencies that provided constant support to SOOA and the ability to train and equip people with intellectual disabilities. It is worth mentioning that they have succeeded in the participation and representation of the Sultanate externally in international forums and several sport events and tournaments for the Special Olympics, and were crowned with different colored medals. The SOOA organizes its programs according to an annual plan in cooperation with the Ministry of Social Development and the Regional Office of the Special Olympics International for the Middle East and North Africa. The ceremony was presided over by His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Said. His Excellency Abdul Aziz bin Muhammad Al Rawas, advisor to His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs, received in his office today the delegation of the Federation of the Arab Journalists, headed by Muayyad Al-Alami, and the delegation of International Federation of Journalists, who are visiting the Sultanate currently. During the meeting, they reviewed the role of the two federations in journalism and media works and their goals in enhancing awareness, delivering information, and generalizing social culture in all levels, praising what have been achieved by the Sultanate in this field and the attention given to Omani journalists by His Majesty the Sultan. The State General Reserve Fund signed a memorandum of understanding for establishing a table egg facility on the level of Gulf Cooperation Council countries. The agreement was signed among Oman Flour Mills Company, ISE Foods Group, Gulf Japan Food Fund, and IFCO Group. It came to improve egg production with the latest Japanese technologies and expertise. The new egg facility in the Wilaya of Ibri will work on increasing egg production as well as cover needs of the Sultanate and GCC countries of this product. This project seeks to produce around 360 million eggs annually, which will contribute in reducing the Gulf Cooperation Council countries' imports of this product, as well as enhance the quality of local eggs, in addition to provide job opportunities for nationals. The Oman Food Investment Holding Company is working on 4 projects to enhance food security in the Sultanate, as well as increase the percentage of self-efficiency. This came in a statement to Oman Radio and Television by His Excellency Dr. Rashid bin Salim Al Masrouri, CEO of Public Authority for Stores and Food Reserve. He added that one of the latest big projects is the dairy products, where during the next week an agreement will be signed to start the actual establishment works of the project. He further mentioned that other projects for poultry and meat production, which will contribute in the Sultanate's self-efficiency of such products. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Royal Hospital opens a multi-story parking area for its visitors and employees. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. According to the monthly report published by the Ministry of Oil and Gas, calculated the Sultanate's total crude oil and condensates production during November 2016 at 30.45 million barrels, a daily average by more than a million barrels, constituting a rise by 0.11% compared to the daily production during October 2016. The total quantities of crude oil exported during November 2016 stood at more than 27.77 million barrels a day, a daily average of 925.722 barrels, comprising a rise by 5.26% compared to October 2016 when calculating the daily average. The trading of Oman crude oil future contract at Dubai Mercantile Exchange declined by 9.4% compared to last month. Oman oil price January 2017 delivery 2017 stood at $44.54 a barrel, comprising a decline by $4.64 compared to December 2016 delivery. The Ministry of Civil Service, in cooperation with Omani Qatari Telecommunications Company, held a ceremony to celebrate the graduation of 95 female trainees from the employees of private sector in an international program called Intilaqa. The ceremony came to stress on enhancing women's capabilities as well as to develop their skills in the work environment. The program is considered as a real fruitful partnership between both public and private sectors. It included projects related to social, health, and awareness aspects that targeted the community members. The honoring ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Saad bin Mohammed Al Mardouf Al Saadi, Minister of Sports Affairs. In order to shed light on Omani women costumes and preserve Omani heritage, Az Zahra College launched the book titled Omani Women Treasures, written by Sayyida Zakiya bint Hamad bin Saud al-Busaidiyya. The launching ceremony was held at the National Museum. The book shed light on Omani women costumes, jewelry, accessories, and traditional perfumes. It also talked about cooking items used by Omani women. The launching ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Mohammed bin Zubair bin Ali, advisor of His Majesty the Sultan for Economic Planning. The Royal Hospital opened multiple-story parking lots for its visitors and employees. This came to keep pace with the increasing number of the hospital's visitors and employees. More than 480 parking lots are provided by this project. These multiple-story parking areas were equipped by safety and security systems. The project will solve many problems like parking vehicles at the two sides of the road, which may hinder ambulance and medics vehicles during emergency cases. The Directorate General of Police Aviation is one of the specialized divisions of Royal Oman Police that undertakes many responsibilities and provides various services towards the society. It plays a great role in sending for the missing and rescuing trapped people in places that cannot be reached and provide medical services. The police aviation also assisted the Public Authority for Civil Defense and Ambulance in firefighting operations. Under the auspices of His Excellency Saif bin Himyar Al-Malik Al-Shahi, Governor of Al-Dhahira, the Ibri Nursing Institute of Al-Dhahira held a graduation ceremony. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i.
The 17th batch of 37 students from Ibri Nursing Institute graduated after completing their 3-year diploma studies in nursing. These graduates are ready to join their rewarding career in the Ministry of Health Care institutions. Nursing diploma, which is being conducted by the Ministry of Health Educational Institutions, is one of the rigorous programs that imparts students skills, competencies to work as a nurse in a variety of clinical and community settings. Throughout their education in the institute and training in Ibri Hospital for 3 years, the students study various courses such as anatomy and physiology, medical and surgical, infection control, nursing care of patients, legal and ethical parameters of nursing practice, and promote positive health. Graduates have expressed their happiness of completing their studies and are happy to join the service in this dear country. The Ministry of Health recognized the healthcare provision dependent largely on adequacy of nurses and other human resources and attached significant importance to human resources development. Nursing education in particular as a strategy of achieving Omanization and healthcare services development. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television.
In order to enhance community partnership in serving various issues that touch different segments of the society, the Appeal Court in the Governorate of Buraymi organized an awareness seminar under the theme Narcotics, the Reality and the Challenges. The event was held in cooperation with Police Command in the Governorate. Several work papers were presented in the seminar by a number of government officials that aim to convey messages to the participants, especially young people, on the dangers of narcotics to the individuals and the whole society. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates with chances of low clouds and fog early morning and late at night on South Sharqiyya and Wusta. Winds will be north to northwesterly, light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Sultanate strongly condemns the assassination of the Russian ambassador in Turkey and considers it against rules of the international laws, norms and human ethics. A senior on human resources in Muscat discusses challenges facing Omanization and the mechanism of providing job opportunities in the private sector. And a memorandum of understanding is signed for establishing a table egg facility on the level of Gulf Cooperation Council countries. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.